My name is Showbiz Shelly, and I am hanging out here with the Michigan Avenue magazine cover star, Darren Criss. Hey, Darren.
Hi. Hi, Showbiz Shelly.
Hello. Welcome to Chicago.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yeah, well, I feel like, because I was creeping on your Instagram, and I feel like you basically...
Which is the worst way to get to know because I don't use Instagram a whole lot,
Okay.
like most people do.
Yeah.
And anytime people lead with that sentence, I'm like, oh, you're going to be way off on what my life is like. But go on. I'm curious.
I was just going to say, I saw you last night. It kind of looked like you were overlooking Michigan Avenue with like a glass of champagne.
Yes, I was, actually.
Oh, okay. So that's accurate,
Yeah.
right?
That was probably the only time
Okay.
in recent history where I've posted something that was relatively recent.
Good. Okay, I was just trying to make the connection.
No, I
you were
lucked
here
out.
last
Good
night.
thing I did that.
Woo.
Yeah.
Good. So have you gotten to do anything so far while you've been here?
I mean, I come here all the time. Chicago is like an extension of I couldn't call it a second home. It'd be wishful thinking if I said that. But I come here enough times to where I know Chicago pretty damn well. And I have a lot of friends here and a lot of very deep connective tissue with a lot of places here.
Is there any one place in particular you want to give a shout out to? Or?
Art Institute
Yeah.
is my favorite art museum in the
yeah.
world, and I got there today, and it was too short of a time for me to go, so I'm going to go another day,
Yeah.
because there's a John Singer Sergeant. I did half accent, half not accent. John Singer Sergeant. The John Singer Sargent
Okay.
exhibit, which closes in pretty soon, so I wanted to catch that because it's my absolute favorite museum in the world.
I think it was just voted like one of the top 5 in the world, something crazy like that.
Yeah, well, it is.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a big Edward Hopper fan, and so there's Nighthawks is there. There's a lot of great, amazing pieces. Not even mentioning,
Yeah.
Sunday in the Park and American Gothic, all the
A
other
lot of good
famous-
stuff there,
famous
yes.
ones, yeah.
And so let's go into, I feel like there's a lot to cover with it. Is there any particular place you want to start? I mean, Assassination of Gianni Versace everybody's obsessed with it. And
Well, there's a lot of connection to Chicago.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That was a big deal. When I was in town, I'm with the folks tonight that I was with when I shot it. I was so excited that I got to come here because any excuse to come here
Yeah.
is always a good one. But I was with a lot of people. I was telling friends after we were done shooting, what I was up to, and everybody who has been here long enough, had different stories. Like, oh, I remember I was so-and-so years old, and my dad, got stopped by the police when they were looking for him, or oh, my neighbor was, it caused quite a bit of a stir here. So yeah, it's cool to be. It was cool to be shooting in the city that it happened, because we also shot in Miami, and obviously there's a lot of connection with that. A little side story, which is a shout out to Chicago's natural beauty, urban beauty, I should say, is that when they were location scouting all over Los Angeles, and you can shoot anything in Los Angeles. Like, we shot the Philippines there. You can shoot New York. You can shoot anything in Los Angeles. You just can't get a better Chicago than Chicago itself. We had to come here for like a weekend to do it, and that costs money and time. And they're like, we got to go to Chicago. I was like, yes, thank God. You can't fake it.
it's not the same. It's really
It's not the same. You just don't have the same.
Yeah.
There's no brownstones in Los Angeles.
Right, unless you kind of make it up, like you said.
Yeah, well, or they look like a movie set.
Yeah.
No.
Right. And also Emmy nominations. So
Yeah.
congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Was that just like, were you surprised, excited? Obviously, probably all of
I'm
it.
excited. I mean, I will say this: when you're playing on a team with Steph Curry, and I will equate Steph Curry to Ryan Murphy, there's a better chance than not that you might make it to the championships. Now, I'm not saying I was expecting anything, but I was when it came, it was a very nice addition to what people were sort of putting into my brain already. It was very validating, I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't say that I was gobsmacked, but I was certainly thrilled beyond belief, and it's a real honor. I mean, mainly because of the people who I'm nominated against are all actors I really, really, really admire. So yeah, I don't want to sound like I was like, I expected it, because I didn't.
I know.
In life, my whole mantra is, you hope for everything, expect nothing.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't feel entitled to it. That's for goddamn sure.
I love that. And real quick, have you practiced your speech at all, or are you going to practice a speech, or kind of just like
In my time,
Yeah.
that's too far from now. Unless it's right in front of me, I don't think about
in
it.
a week or two?
It's next Monday, yeah.
Okay.
But that's a year from now for
I
me.
know, there's a lot that's going to
I'll
happen.
do a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, wedding planning, anything going on with that?
There's that.
Yeah.
Between that, running this bar, I'm trying to finish this other record
Your
with my
piano
brother.
bar?
Yeah,
Tell
there's
me about that. You have
It's a
lot.
bad time to be doing each and everything, but that's my life. I wouldn't have it any other way. So it's just trying to keep all the spinning plates going.
Yeah, and real quick, I know I talked to Leah Michelle actually when you guys came to town to do your show here. I know the tour is still going on. Anything about the music?
Yeah, we're doing a West Coast leg, that's adding to the
the pile
spinning
stuff.
plates metaphor. But yeah, it should be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna get a second to breathe and focus on the things that need focusing on, but I've gotten this far.
Yeah.
I made it to Michigan Ave, so I think we're okay.
You're on the cover of a magazine.
That's right.
Not bad, not bad. Cool. Thanks so much, Darren.
Thanks,
Great to meet you.